excited to share our session with you guys today. But I'm seeing a lot of new faces, so I do want to just take a moment to just real briefly tell you about the Parkinson's Foundation. And so I'll first begin by introducing myself. Hello, my name is Crista Ellis. I'm the Community Programs Manager for the Parkinson's Foundation. My region is throughout the state of Florida, our Florida chapter, and throughout the Gulf Coast. So Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And I'm touching many corners. We're getting to touch many new corners of my region and, of course, across the United States, overseas, through this virtual programming that we do called PD Health at Home. So before we formally begin, I just want to share a little bit about the Parkinson's Foundation for those of you who are joining us for the first time. Every day and in everything we do, we are working to make life better for people with Parkinson's. So our mission statement is right there on the screen. We have everything you need to live better with Parkinson's. And I know we have a newly diagnosed Patricia joining us today. She shares that she was recently diagnosed. We do have an initiative specific to those who are newly diagnosed to help you embrace your journey with Parkinson's disease. Because we have three goals, we have three pillars in our mission to pursue these three goals. And that's to improve care for everyone with Parkinson's, advance research toward a cure, and empower and educate our global community. I'd like to just give a shout out to the Light of Day Foundation, who's made this program possible. Their generosity is unprecedented, and we just appreciate their support of the Parkinson's Foundation. And we invite you to participate in our other PD Health at Home events. So we have Mindful Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, and Fitness Fridays. This Wednesday, we'll be hosting a Parkinson's 101, what you and your family should know. So if you're new to Parkinson's disease or have a friend or a family member who's interested in learning more about the condition you're living with, I would encourage them to join this program this Wednesday. You can find out more at parkinson.org/PD Health. And a gentle reminder that next Monday is going to be our Spanish Mindful Monday session with Grizel Gonzalez. So next Monday, instead of connecting here on Zoom with me, if you don't speak Spanish, find an archived video on our YouTube channel, click on something that you resonate with, or click on something that you found challenging to work through. So maybe, I know we talked a lot about the body scans and how challenging that was for everyone. So maybe you try that body scan one more time. And then here's our last slide for resources that you can reach out to: our website, parkinson.org, and our helpline, 1-800-4PD-INFO, or you can email our helpline at helpline@parkinson.org. Good, so let me see who's joined us. I'm gonna go full screen. There you are. Hello, everyone. So mantras. We haven't worked with this yet this year. As a new student in meditation, I really enjoyed mantras. So what I want to start with today is just identifying what mantra means. So mantra is a phrase, a word, or sound that you can repeat over and over again. So you repeat frequently for a duration of time that helps us to focus. So we've been practicing through breathing, right? Using that anchor, something to anchor the focus and your attention to help you really come into the present moment, exercising the brain to stay mindful, right? So a mantra, like I said, it's a slogan. It can be a single word, can be a phrase, it can be a verse of the Bible or whatever faith that you practice, something that you resonate with, that you repeat over and over. So we're going to be working with, I've got two phrases that we're going to use today to help relieve stress. And I did a little bit of research before we came on here live, just to see what the research says specific to mantras. So traditionally, students have a challenging time focusing their attention. right? So you get in this comfortable seat and you're asked to connect with your breath. And then, oh, I forgot I need to get this at the store. And I forgot, oh my gosh, I forgot to take my Parkinson's medication. And oh, I can't wait to go to bed tonight. Or gosh, how much longer do I have to sit here? Your mind wanders, right? So when you, as a new student, even as an advanced student of meditation or mindfulness, having these different tools, these different techniques to keep the brain stimulated in different ways, and also to identify what type of mindful meditation works best for you. So we're trying to kind of tap into these different varieties, different approaches to keeping us mindful in our day to day. So mantra for many new students is some of the easiest ways, some of the easiest practice to keep the mind aware of what's happening in this moment. So I did some research, as I mentioned, and they did a study back in 2015 with patients who had demonstrated high levels of chronic stress. And they put these patients, these individuals in separate groups who practiced different types of meditation. So they did body scans, they did breathing, and they did mantra. Again, mantra is this phrase or word that you repeat over and over again. And the subjects, the participants who were in the mantra meditation class, showed significant differences in the reduction of their stress. So they reported less stress. And they also showed signs of improved immune system functionality. So I know that's been a theme across the board of using meditation to improve our immune system. It's been something that I'm sharing consistently because it keeps popping up in these research articles that I'm reading while I kind of plan our sessions together. So I thought that was really interesting in the different groups of meditation, that the mantra meditation seemed to have this significant difference in reducing stress and improving immune functionality. On top of the physical symptoms that it alleviates, mantra meditation showed a decrease in intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts being things that you say negative about yourself. I'm overweight, I'm not pretty enough, I don't do enough, I haven't done enough. You know, these negative things that a lot of us tend to tell ourselves that just aren't true. Intrusive thoughts, negative thoughts. And I always ask my students in yoga classes, and I think I've asked it here before, when was the last time you said something kind to yourself? Everyone looked away. They're like, oh no, I can't believe she just asked me that. But really think about it. When was the last time you said something kind to yourself? You looked in the mirror and you said, I'm so proud of you, Crista. I'm so proud of you, Gil. You did good today, Debbie. You know, when was the last time you said something kind to yourself? And Roger, I want you to look in the mirror and say, you got some good hair, Roger. So mantra meditation can decrease those intrusive thoughts and improve us to remind ourselves to say something positive. So I always, and I think it's natural for just us individuals to have kind of these negative thoughts. It's easier for us to think bad than it is to think good. So decrease intrusive thoughts. And then I read on and it indicated that mantra meditation, specifically mantra meditation, can increase your quality of life. I thought that was just absolutely something that I needed to, number one, dig through a little bit more. And then number two, certainly share it with our group here today. And Parkinson's disease, the number one cause, not the cause, but the number one thing that people with Parkinson's report dealing with, suffering with, challenging with the most is their quality of life. And though that is affected by your mental health. So if we can use these tools of mindful meditation to improve our quality of life, if we can use mantra, if we can use this practice of repeating a phrase over and over again that has indicated to improve our quality of life, We should be practicing it. And lastly, of course, mantra meditation indicated in clinical studies that it decreases stress. So that's why I chose to use mantra for stress relief today, because the research just points and points and points to the decrease of stress in mantra. Has anyone here practiced mantra before? Denise, Jessica, good, Gil. Okay, Valerie, cool. So mantra has this really interesting way of shifting the brain. And as I started before we went into the research, I started to share about how challenging, meditation, certain meditations can be for beginner students, even advanced students. But this mantra meditation can kind of send us into a different shift of the brain. It helps us relieve and kind of let go of rumination. So fixating on something that might be wrong in our life and just running in circles and cycling and analyzing, ruminating on what could be wrong in our lives. And as I alluded to, it helps keep the mind centered. So less mind wandering and more focused attention. Okay, what time do we got here? Awesome, we've got plenty of time to practice our mantra. So I'm gonna assign you guys some homework first before we get into our official practice. In meditation, we like to use the phrase, I am. I'm gonna write it here in the chat for you guys. And so I wanna just take a few moments to give you an example of some phrases that you guys can come up with on your own as we go through the week individually practicing our mindful meditation. So I like to come up with my own phrases. I am strong. I am smart. I am brave. I am beautiful. I am, some phrases that I am kind. There's a good one I'd like to write. So think of something that you would like someone to say to you and then say it to yourself. If you would like to share, maybe in the chat, you write it to the group. So I'm going to write, here. So there's an example of I am statements. So write something that feels good to you, feels right. And even if it's a little challenging, so like saying, I am strong, doesn't have to be physically, can be emotionally, but write something positive. Here's a good one for stress. Yeah, I love that. I am helpful. Love it, Denise. Try it this way. I am strong, period. I am powerful. I am loved. Oh, Joan, I really like that one. That's great. I am confident. Love it, Sarah. Can we get a gentleman to write in the chat? I am flexible. I am accepting. Good. So Patricia, maybe changing that second statement. I am a hard worker. I am surviving. Good, Valerie. I am caring. Thank you, Steve. I am compassionate. Yes, Bruce, I love that. Love it. I am strong. Yes. Susan says, I am valuable, I am kind, I am loving. So this is a simple phrase that you can use throughout the week. Sit down, take that moment of pause that we talk about, and tell yourself something kind. Tell yourself something kind, something that you need to hear in any moment of your day. Doug says, I am thoughtful. I love it, Doug. Thank you. I am positive. Thanks, Roger. Good. So I have a little bit more of a complex a longer mantra for us to practice with today. And I know someone's going to ask for it. So, Jennifer, if you would just listen to what I'm saying, type it in the chat, and know that one of our participants will probably like to see that mantra. I am handsome. Yes, Doug. Yes. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good. All right, let's begin our practice. You'll find your seat, a seat that you feel supported in. You can also be lying down. And I'll invite you to either say the mantra out loud, or you can repeat it to yourself silently. Okay? There is a difference in saying it out loud, hearing your voice say the words to yourself can cause a different feeling emotionally, but also doing it internally. So that inner dialogue, right? The voice that we have in the mind can have a different a feeling too. So maybe you guys play with both. Maybe you play with one silently or out loud. Good. So we've got our seat. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. We always begin with the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Continuing to breathe in and out. Finding your breath pattern, how you breathe. Keeping the breath focused. Feeling support underneath the feet. Support under the seat. Maybe you're leaning back and you feel support on the back side of your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Before we come to the mantra, just checking in with the body, noticing if you're holding or clenching or tightening any muscles that don't need to be tensed. So maybe relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the muscles of your face, breathing in, breathing out. And today I'll offer moments of pause, moments of silence from my end anyway, where you'll be repeating the mantra either out loud or silently. And so today we begin again, repeating either silently or out loud. I have control over how I feel. And I choose to feel at peace. I have control over how I feel. And I choose to feel at peace. And again, I have control over how I feel. And I choose to feel at peace. And again, I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. Notice as we sit silently that the phrase naturally just seems to repeat itself in that inner voice. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. Breathing in, breathing out. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. Breathing in, breathing out. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. If it feels okay, you can take a mudra, so position of the hands. Place both hands over your heart. Maybe you bring the hands to prayer. Breathing in, breathing out. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. If you haven't tried it yet, I will invite you to say the words out loud. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. And bring a smile to the lips if it isn't there already. And take a breath in, breath out. Let the hands come down wherever they meet. Let's just begin to drop the chin in towards the chest. I have control over how I feel, and I choose to feel at peace. I'm going to smile. Breath in. And as you breathe out, lift the head. And maybe you gently flutter the eyes open. And so just take a moment to release the mantra. Take a breath in, breath out. Maybe wiggle around a little. Hmm. Good. So, mantra. It's the first time we've done it here, at least this year. Um, and I personally find that it's easier for me to really focus on the phrase. And during our time together in that meditation, I even noticed I was saying it when I wasn't saying it out loud to you guys. Did you guys notice that too? Did you have that happen? Yes, no, some of us, yes. Yeah, so when you think about how you talk to yourself, and when we repeat these phrases, these intrusive thoughts, right? The body, the mind continues that language, that dialogue, just as it happened today with our mantra. We didn't really have to try so hard to repeat, it just kind of happened, right? And so when you think about the way that you talk to yourself, or you talk to friends, or you talk to family, or the thoughts that you have about yourself, thoughts you have of friends and family, that stuff hangs out and it lingers. And so when we practice these mindful mantras, these positive phrases, and we let the brain fixate, ruminate on those positive phrases, we can experience this shift in how you feel about yourself, about your situations, about your life, about your friends, about your family. So just think about how you speak to yourself and to others, either externally, out loud, or internally. And that little inner dialogue, that voice that seems to never shut up. And when you notice that something is, you just said something not kind to yourself. So something, I think a lot of women would look in the mirror and say, oh, my eyes are so puffy today. Or, oh, I could really use a little tightness in the cheeks, or my teeth could be whiter, or maybe, men say other things about their bodies physically. Change it, flip the script, and say something kind to yourself. Let's see what we have going on in the chat. How long do you typically repeat the phrase? So you can repeat it as long as you like. We did about 10 minutes today. And a portion of that time was first coming into the space. So letting your body settle and transition into the space. So we probably spend about 2 or 3 minutes coming to the breath and just arriving together. So the phrase, I probably repeated it for about 7 or 8 minutes. You can do this for 15, 20, 30 minutes, if you're trying to build the time. So it's really up to you. I wouldn't do anything less than 5 minutes, because you need the body to settle first. You need the mind to settle, and then you need to give yourself a chance to really explore the opportunity of the mindful practice. Joan writes, I really like this method and we'll try to do this more often. Absolutely. I'm so glad you resonated with it, Joan. When you repeat message, should it be in flow with breathing? So Gail, that's a really good question. I think it's up to you. It's up to your body. So when I was repeating it, what was it? I have control over how I feel. I paused and I choose to be at peace. I have control over how I feel. So there is a pattern when I say it. When you're reading and saying something out loud, we have those moments of a quick in-breath. But when you say a statement, you really want it to settle. So I would encourage, if you have the breath capacity, make the statement and then settle with it. Breath in, breath out. As many deep breaths in or out as you'd like. So find what works for you. Oh, yes. So we got another question. Are there other common phrases to stress or help sleep? I enjoyed this. Absolutely. There's tons of mantras. Something really simple. I feel relaxed. I feel calm. I am ready for sleep. So if you're in bed and you can't sleep, I feel relaxed. I feel calm. I am ready for sleep. So you can create your own mantras. It doesn't have to be something that a meditation teacher developed. You can, if you're feeling creative, write something for yourself. You can always go to Google and say mantras for sleep, mantras for stress relief. Oh, Sarah just wrote in one of my favorite groups. Beautiful Chorus is a group of women who sing, and they make musical notes with their voices. And so Beautiful Chorus is the artist's name. They often sing mantras. So they have actually one that I've been working with, Sarah. I'm so glad that you wrote about them. They have a song titled I Am. And I listen to it all the time. So if you're looking for some inspiration, Beautiful Chorus is an outstanding group of very talented women. Yes, Doug, I really like this. It works. Yes, absolutely. So homework, as we said before, we practiced. Think about how you speak to yourself internally. So things that you don't say out loud, but you might look in the mirror and think it. You might even be speaking to your daughter or your son, something that just kind of comes out. And then try to flip the script. Say something kind to yourself. Try to create your own mantra. So write those I am statements. Maybe look in the mirror and say it to yourself. And then find those moments of pause throughout your day. Take a moment to settle. Take 10 minutes. It's really not much time. Breathe. Find your supported seat. And then repeat the mantra. Repeat it over and over and over again, as long as you'd like, till you feel complete. Okay? And once you feel complete, do it a little bit longer and then finish your practice, your home practice. Okay? So again, reminder, I know we're over time. Next Monday is our Spanish Mindfulness Monday. And then we'll be coming back in May for our Care Partner Summit. So May is being taken over by our professional education team. I'll still be here, but we are bringing on an outstanding psychologist and mindful teacher who will be leading us through mindfulness sessions that are targeting resilience. And if you want to learn more about that, then stay tuned and join us on Monday. I think it's May 4th, but I don't have a calendar in front of me, so we'll see if I'm right. Okay, one thing before we wrap up, I want you each to write something in the chat, something kind to yourself. I am. And if you're tuning in after the live session, write it down on your Post-it note or notebook and write something kind to yourself. Patricia says, I am funny. I love it. I am relaxed now. I am friendly. Beautiful. I am thankful for mantra. I love it. Yes, absolutely. I am calm. I am caring. I am at peace. Love it. I am loved. I am a joker. Makes me think of the Steve Miller Band. As soon as I said it out loud, I was like, oh, that's a karaoke song I like to sing. I am appreciative. I am whole. Beautiful, Jessica. I am growing. Absolutely. I am at peace. Beautiful. I am calm. I am happy. Perfect. Thanks, Valerie. All right, you guys. You have your homework and keep practicing, and I'll see you in May. Okay? Goodbye, guys.